and welcome. I hope that you are doing well, and thank you so much for joining me here today to talk about books. And we are going to talk about my first book of this month, my readathon month, and that book is The Lying Game by Ruth Ware. This is also the first Ruth Ware book that I've read, so it's been a month of firsts. And I wasn't sure what to expect because I haven't ever read her books, but I've wanted to read this author's writing for a long time. And since I needed a book with either the word play or game in it, I thought The Lying Game gave me the perfect opportunity to read one of her books. Isa, a lawyer on maternity leave, and two of her other friends receive a message from their other friend Kate, and all it says is, "I need you." And because Kate needs them, they drop everything to go back to Salton. She wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. They converge on the city and the school that they attended, both called Salton. And while they were at school, they hung out together exclusively. And they had a game they played, and they called it the lying game. They made up and told lies and received points for the effectiveness of those lies. Eventually, it wasn't the points that mattered anymore. It was that they were together and everyone else wasn't a part of their group. And their most important rule, never lie to each other. So why are they back? They tell others it's because of an alumni dinner. But the real reason Kate needed them all is because one of their lies is about to be uncovered. And you'd think that all these years later, it wouldn't matter, but the discovery of this lie could potentially change their lives forever. So what happened to make Kate call them all together? A dog and its owner are walking along the beach when the dog goes into the water to retrieve a stick. Only it isn't a stick, it is something far more ominous. And the police begin an investigation. The story is arranged in sections that are titled with the rules of the lying game. And in each section we learn more about the past leading to the discovery of the biggest lie they share. Though most of them left Salton years ago, what they did at the school has affected them in their lives ever since. Guilt and shame have permeated every aspect of their lives. None of them has been the same since leaving. And as the story progresses, it seems that Kate may have broken the most important rule. She may have lied to them all. Set in a small community on the sea, there is tension and distrust between the community members and those who attend the school. There are insights as well into small communities, including their distrust of those perceived as being other than them, and who you were in the past coloring the way you are perceived in the present. For instance, when Isa runs into the woman who worked at the post office when she went to school, the woman talks about Isa and her friends as if she knows them, even though she hasn't seen them for years. What are other books to read for a similar experience? And today we're talking about books where something from the past is about to be revealed in the present, creating an atmospheric read. First is the young adult novel We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. And unfortunately, I don't have a copy of that with me here today because it has been checked out. But this is the book I thought most about as I was reading The Lying Game. A group of friends, in this case some of them are cousins, isolate themselves from everyone around them and deceive others, but they are deceiving themselves too. This book, like The Lying Game, has an unbelievable twist at the end. Next is The House in the Pines by Anna Reyes. And it is a mystery thriller, but in my mind it has a touch of magical realism. Maya's best friend died suddenly and mysteriously at the end of their senior year of high school. Maya has done everything she can to put that part of her life behind her. But honestly, she only has hazy memories of what happened. Years later, she sees a video of a man and a woman talking in a restaurant, and the woman dies. It all comes back to her, and Maya returns to her childhood home, determined to discover what happened. On the back cover of The Lion Game, Ruth Ware is compared to Agatha Christie. And so, I'm going to mention a couple of Agatha Christie books. And again, our copies are all checked out. And I've talked before and recommended the book And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, and it has an incredible twist at the end that definitely caught me unaware. Another Agatha Christie book to consider is Five Little Pigs. And this is an Hercule Poirot book where he's asked to investigate a murder that took place 16 years before. Carla asked Hercule to look into the murder of her father. Her mother was thought to have poisoned him. But she left a letter for Carla explaining that she is not responsible for her father's death. And Carla has put her life on hold because she's determined not to marry and have kids if she is the daughter of a killer. It had a very different ending than I anticipated and was quite good. And that's it for our books this week. And it's been a really good week, and I got off to a good start with reading. Next time, we are going to talk about The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. And I hope you'll join me then. Until then, I hope that you enjoy all that you do and all that you read. Thank you.